check. Greetings, welcome to our first broadcast of 2023. Happy New Year, everybody. I am Joey D alongside Gary Burleski. It's time for a Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. Oh, do we have a game for you here tonight. Boys basketball, it is Neenah at Kimberly. These two teams the last 2 years have made it to state. In fact, last year, winners of state were the Neenah Rockets. So anytime these two teams get together, it is always a battle. Battling 3 times last year by a combined 5 points is what it was decided by. So we're in for another doozy tonight if it is anything like the last several years. And I got a chance to catch up with both of the head coaches. You will hear from both Lee Rubbis and also John Murphy as our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week continues right after this.
To some, your dad, or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways. But just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
A world of opportunities, closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW-Oshkosh.
Welcome back to our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. Tonight it is Neenah and Kimberly. Let's catch up with the Neenah side of things. He is in his 8th season, 6-3 overall. They are 4-0 in the FEA. It's Coach Lee Rubbis. And first of all, Happy New Year. How do you describe the 2022 portion of the schedule?
2-3, I believe, against non-conference opponents. Would have liked to have played better in some of those games, but obviously we were playing really good teams, so they were good tests for us outside of our league.
You got Cal and Brady leading the way. What have they meant to this program this year?
They're in a different spot than they were a year ago. Brady was our 5th starter last year, and now he's moved his way up the scouting reports for other teams, and Cal is bouncing back from a year away from basketball. So, they both are kind of figuring out their new roles as we move along.
As we move along tonight here in Kimberly, what are you expecting from the Papermakers?
Really good basketball team, obviously very well coached. They run great stuff on offense. A lot of screening and a lot of movement, stuff that we're going to have to deal with defensively. Well-coached team, good players, just like they have been, for the years and years I've been here.
Yeah, you've been a part of this rivalry for many, many years. Let's just talk about last year. I mean, just as an example, last possession on each and every one of them. What is it about this rivalry?
Well, just good players, and kids that have played together against one another. From little on up, they've played against one another, but also have played with each other in AAU, and so the kids know each other well. And I think even last year, a lot of our kids and their kids were friends off the court, so that makes these games even more interesting.
Last question for you. I know it's still early on, but how big of a game is this?
It's the next game on the schedule, so that makes it important. So, we're just trying to keep pace in the league, and this is the next game on the schedule, so that makes it. And this is a big stretch for us. We played 10 games in the month of January, and obviously we want to get started on the right foot.
All right, Coach, Happy New Year, and good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys being here.
There he goes, Neenah coach Lee Rubbis. We'll be back right after this.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. Home values have really skyrocketed, and it would just make sense that now would be the time to take a look at your home equity. Having a home equity line in place will always be there for you in case of the rainy day, or you want to start up that business, or purchase that car that you never thought was going to come for sale. To be able to have that security blanket is really critical in someone's life cycle.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Welcome back to our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. Tonight we have Neenah and Kimberly, and let's talk with Kimberly head coach John Murphy in his second season, 4-3 overall, 2-2 here in season number 2. First of all, Happy New Year. How has year 2 gone?
It's gone good. I mean, we've had a bit of a slow start with a week or so late with football, but our kids have just steadily improved, and the Christmas break was welcome. We had a cancellation. So we had a couple weeks to really just get in basketball mode. So we're excited about where we're at and the direction we're going.
That kind of answered my next question here. It's pretty rare to have 2 weeks off. I mean, what did you guys do? What was the process?
Well, first of all, we were able to give the kids 3 days off, which was the first time. These guys all played football, so they've gone from August 1st till Christmas. So we were able to give them 3 days in the front end and 3 days in the back end. And plus just work a ton of basketball skills and just get comfortable with what we're doing. So I feel like our kids are ready to go.
How good does it feel to be back at it?
It feels great. I mean, our kids are chomping at the bit to get back in the gym and get a game in here.
Well, tonight you welcome in kind of a little bit of a rivalry as you welcome in your friends from Neenah. What are you expecting from them?
Yeah, I mean, Neenah's just kind of taking care of their business in the conference both last year and this year. So somebody's going to have to tighten up this race by knocking them off once or twice, and that's what we're aiming to do tonight. So we'll see how that goes. Last year we lost 3 last possession games to these guys. We want to come out and play hard and be competitive and be in a position to finish at the end.
How much of a motivational tool is that? Hey, let's go out there. Let's get them this time.
Well, I don't think you need much motivation when it's Kimberly, Kakana, Kimberly, Neenah. Those are just neighbor games, and our kids are excited to play in those.
All right. Well, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
You bet. Thank you.
There he goes, Kimberly coach John Murphy, and we'll be back right after this.
To some, your dad or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways, but just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
A world of opportunities closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW-Oshkosh.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
with that, we welcome you to Kimberly High School here in Kimberly, Wisconsin. I am Joey D alongside Gary Burleski, and tonight, quite a battle here to start 2023. What a way to start it. It is Kimberly hosting Neenah. Let's bring in my broadcast partner now, Gary Burleski. And Gary, it's always fun when these two teams face off, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Just as we heard from the pregame interviews, just look at last year, 3 one-possession games, all won by the Rockets. So I'm sure the Papermakers will remember that well. You got two great teams, Joey, two very well-coached teams, and Coach Robis, Coach Murphy. Doesn't get much better to kick off the 2023 high school hoop season than a great FVA game here at Kimberly High School.
Absolutely. Starting lineup's about to be announced. Let's go over those after we tell you about our sponsors here tonight. Let's pop those up and give them as much love as we can. Of course, Fox Communities Credit Union all season long. Myron Construction, UW Oshkosh sponsors the scoreboard all season long. Also, Goss Auto Body, Central Temperature as well. Better Home and Heating, I should say, for the sponsor just jumping on board here tonight. As we are almost ready to go, and let's go over your starting lineups. First of all, the visiting Neenah Rockets. They come into this one at 6-3 overall, 4-0 in Fox Valley Association play, and they will go with a 6'2" senior Jackson Schloman, a 6'2" senior Sam Cotard, a 6'2" senior Cal Klesman, a 6'1" junior Brady Corso, and a 6-foot senior Elliott Swanson. A lot of experience coming back from that state championship team from last year for head coach Lee Rubus in his 8th season. Schloman, Cotard, Klesmet, Corso, and Swanson. For Kimberly, the home team here tonight, they also have a little bit of experience here, especially at the head coaching position. Only a second year here, but John Murphy's got a lot of success in this area. Seth Myron, a 6'5" senior. Jack Stotts, a 6'2" senior. Thomas Myers, 6'1" and a junior. Nathan Wild, 6'5" and a junior. And a 6'7" senior, Michael Osman, for, again, head coach John Murphy in his 2nd season here. Myron, Stotts, Myers, Wilds, and Osman. And clearly the size advantage here, Gary, how much might that be? Maybe our Myron Construction key to the game right there.
Yeah, Neenah, you look at them, very small. I mean, for a high school team, almost every player on Neenah, 6'2". I think this is where the Papermakers might have an advantage. A much bigger team. Again, though Neenah, outstanding guards, and Schloman, Claysmith, and Brady Corso. So this should be a great matchup.
It is controlled. The tip is controlled by the home team. Kimberly going left to right in their home white uniforms, and they will attack it first. Looking to use that size on the inside. It is tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Kimberly. First possession of the game. Thanks for joining us all season long. First one, 2023, unbelievable. Underneath, the bucket is good. And so it's 2-0 Kimberly here in the early going. I think they gave it to Myron. I think that was Stotts, though.
That was Stotts.
Yeah, that was Stotts. It was like, wait a minute.
PA guy
Had
made
me
a
all,
mistake.
had me all screwed up there. There was a tap in at the other end by Cal Klesmet. His first 2, the UW Green Bay product, and we are tied at 2 here in the early going.
Be interested to see how fresh the Papermakers are. It's been a couple weeks since their last game, which is a pretty long break for a high school basketball, especially this time of year.
Yeah, they had one of their games that was canceled over the holiday break, but Coach Murphy telling us that he really didn't mind too much, and they throw it away. First turnover of the game, and it goes on Kimberly.
Yeah, for one team that could be advantageous, Joey, is Kimberly. As he said, obviously with the success of the football team in the state championship, the basketball team was a little behind, so I think they were able to gain a lot of ground here this past couple weeks. And Coach Murphy certainly seemed fired up to get back on in the FVA action.
All knotted up at 2 in the early going. These two teams played 3 times last year, all coming down to the last time that they touched the basketball. And how about that? Another deep 3 here by Cal Klesman. He's got all 5 of their points, and it's 5-2 Neenah on a 5-0 run. Kimberly looking to break that underneath. Had the little isolation that they wanted. There did Stotts. A little pump fake, and he lowered the shoulder. First foul of the game is going to go on Jack Stotts. That kind of, yeah, I mean, you got the one-on-one that you wanted down low, but can't lower your shoulder like that. That's going to get the call every time by our men in black and white here tonight. Adam Perzinski, Jeff Totsley, Sayer Jackson are the three guys, our officials. Here's Klesman. He's fouled on a three-pointer. Cal will have 3 shots.
Yeah, obviously game plan right now for the Rockets, get Kel Claysmith, and unfortunately for Stotts, that's going to be his second team foul, and only a minute 53 into the game.
Well, Klesman will have 3 of them. Pretty solid at the line for Mr. Klesman. 75% free throw shooter. He knocks down the first one. 6-0 run now by Neenah.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Kel, a UW Green Bay grad, missed all last year with a knee injury, so he's making up for lost ground, and despite that, the Rockets able to win a state championship last year.
As I was talking about how good of a free throw shooter he is, he misses it. Happens at least once a broadcast.
That's announcer jinx.
And so the lefty will score on the third one. He has all 7 of their points. And a 7-0 run now by the Rockets. Back come the makers. Here's Myers. He'll toss it out to the left corner. Pops up by Asman, and no. And then pushing foul on Nathan Wilds on the rebound. That'll be foul number 3 already on Kimberly. They keep giving the ball right back to Neenah. That's a dangerous thing to do. See the time there in the corner? About 2 minutes into this one. 7-2. Kimberly scored the first bucket. That's been it so far for the makers. Between the rings, Corso thought about that long 3. Instead, he will drive in, and it is swatted away. The big guy, Seth Myron, steps in, says, nope, get out of here. And in transition, Kimberly trying to score on the 3, no. Deep in the corner, that was Mikey Wilds. Checked in at that last break. So it stays 7-2. 15-15 remaining in this first half. Crossover dribble there by Swanson. Man, they can move the basketball, can't they? Deep 3, that won't fall. And Seth Myron's got another board. A bit of a scoring drought for both teams. And here's Myron. As soon as I say that, almost scores. Loose ball rebound underneath. Seth's got it. Blocked away from behind. Getting a hand on it was Schloman, but Myron was the last one to touch it. Gonna go back over to Neenah. Another turnover on Kimberly.
Yeah, great hustle, though, by Seth Myron. A couple offensive rebounds on both of his misses. Didn't give up, unfortunately. Ball went out of bounds. The Rockets will have possession.
So again, it stays 7-2. 14-40 left to play. Little follow away by Klesman. How did he get that one to go? You cannot defend that. Mikey Wild says, how'd you do it? He's got all 9 of their points. Unbelievable. So, Kimberly trying to find some kind of answer here offensively after scoring on their first possession. It's been a while. With it, Wilds out front goes to the other Wilds, into the paint, little teardrop, it'll fall. They were looking for the charge there. That was good positioning by Coulthard. Wild scores. And that is his first 2 of the game, and that breaks that 9-0 run by Kimberly. Deep 3 ball by Corso. Too hard. Skying for the board is Osman. And in transition, they score. Thomas Myers. Now a little 4-0 run by Kimberly. That's a good way to answer, huh?
Yeah, and a good job by Myers taking it right to the hoop. Needed to do a good job picking him up. Easy little basket, so nice little run for the paper makers to get him right back into this ball game.
It's a lot to play. These 2 teams know each other very well. In the corner, 3 ball good. Bingo for Jackson Schloman. He came in averaging 7 points on the season. Had 5 points in their win over Hortonville. And gives them 12-6 lead. They doubled them up.
And Joey, that's what Neenah does so well. They'll get the dribble penetration and then dish it out for an open 3. Myers
wasn't too much open, but he took the 3. A bit too hard. There's another one. Cal Klesman. His second three of the game. He's already in double figures. He came in averaging 21 points a game. And a 6-0 run now for Neenah.
Yeah, he's feeling it tonight.
15-6. When he's feeling it, look out. So, Kimberly trying to answer. Still swinging around to Osmond. He's in his 6-7 frame. And he threw it right away. That's going to be an easy lay-in for Sam Cotard. And an 8-0 run now for Neenah after they went on a 9-0 run not too long ago. And your new score on the UW Oshkosh scoreboard, it is Neenah 17 and Kimberly 6. Gives us a chance to talk about some of our sponsors. Let's roll with this one. There we go. Don't be left out in the cold this winter. Contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, your trained comfort specialist in the Fox Valley for maintenance or emergency service. And be sure to call now for special pricing on fall maintenance specials through the fall here. Special rebates and financing, even though we're into the winter here. Available for new train furnaces, air conditioners, and Mitsubishi ductless systems or boilers. Visit them today, betterhomeheatingandairconditioning.com. Better product, better people, better home and air conditioning. Call now. It is 17-6 our score. An 8-0 run. It was a 9-0, then a 6-0 by Kimberly, and not an 8-0. And foul, defensive foul. Charlie Wunderlich, who checked into the game. Wunderlich, the 6'1" junior, commits the first foul on Neenah in this ball game. And that will send Carson Pendleton to the line, and he knocks down the first one. Pendleton averages 5.1 points on the season. Had 5 points in their loss to De Pere. And on the season, an 81% free throw shooter. And he gets them both. First two free throws of the game for Kimberly. Breaks that run there by Neenah. And makes it 17-8. Update the scoreboard there for you. 11:45 remaining in this first half. There's a whistle, and falling down was Klesmet. They're going to get Mikey Wilds with his first. Team foul number 4 now on Kimberly. Starting to get up in that dangerous range. Still got well over half of this first half to play. And so Neenah with the 9-point lead. Here's Klesmet. He's done it all so far for them. Little step back three, and he missed everything. He's gonna hear about that right in front of the Kimberly student section. Don't see that too often out of Cal. It happens. He is human. How about that? Little three-man weave here by Kimberly. Bryson Veith picked it up at the free throw line there. Hands it off to Myron. Back out front it goes to Wilds. You're looking in there for Myron. Can't find him. Little more patience shown here, but man, that heavy defense by Neenah. You hear the cheers coming from the, I want to say the faithful in red, but there's a lot of red here. Follow-away jumper. Good by Mikey Wilds. The latest Kimberly player to score. The 5th one. And they are finally in double digits. Still down by a touchdown and an extra point. 10.5 to go in this first half. Swing it over to Schloman. And it went off of his hand that time. Turnover on the Rockets. I have them unofficially. I think that's just their first one, because they were hitting so many buckets early on. So it stays 17-10. 10:20 remaining in this first half. Joey D and Gary Burleski with you on this Tuesday night. That one tapped away, and another turnover on the Makers. Getting that heavy defense by Neenah. It's been one of the stories here in the early part of this ball game. That and Cal Klesman. That guy right there. They'll swing it over. Somebody is open. And a three-pointer knocked down by Brady Corso, his first three of the game. And the lead is back up to 10. Little baby hook won't go for Veith. One and done there for Kimberly. Biggest lead of the game here for Neenah, and they add to it right there. Cal Klesman showing his moves. Now he's just showing off. He's got 14 of their 22. So it's Klesman 14, Kimberly 10 right now. And that won't fall either. Just cannot find a bucket here for Kimberly. Klesman trying to draw the foul, did not. He's already nearing his season average of 21. It's up to 14. They'll kick it to the corner, trying to answer with a three. Nope. Nothing falling for the Makers. That was Veith that missed that one, and a little stutter step and a travel called on Corso. Second turnover on Neenah. And into the game. Back in Sam Coulthard, the 6'2" senior. Getting the start here tonight. So it stays 22-10, right at the halfway mark of the first half. It'll be Myers to bring it across the timeline slowly. One up to get him was Coulthard. Here's Meyer on top of the keep. Right side, Myers, three ball, front iron, no. Man, just the iron unkind tonight for Kimberly so far.
They've had a lot of good looks from three, just not even not getting down right now.
So it stays 22-10. Corso hands it off to Coulthard. What a look! The back door is open. And scored by Yuckman. They gave it to Coulthard there, but I believe that was Nathan Yuckman that got it. And they add to their biggest lead of the game. Now up to 14. No, that's all you can say right now. If you're a Kimberly fan, just, man, they're getting the shots. You just mentioned that. They're just not falling. Driving baseline, that one will fall easily for Brady Corso. He went around everybody. He's got 5. Lead is 16 now for Neenah. Scoop out. They'll try another three. This is Coulthard, and that's a miss. Rebound by Neenah. 7.5 to go in transition. Reverse layup is good. What a move by Jackson Schloman. And John Murphy wants to talk things over again. Your new score. It is Neenah 28 and Kimberly 10. We'll take a timeout and come back right after this.
To some, your dad, or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways. But just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
A world of opportunities closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW-Oshkosh.
And we're back here in Kimberly. An early streak here for Neenah. 28-10, they lead Kimberly, trying to stay undefeated in the Fox Valley Association. And Kimberly just cannot buy a bucket. I know it's an old cliche, but maybe if they win that Mega Millions tonight, they could buy one. Did you get a ticket?
I did not.
Oh, come on. There's a steal and a breakaway and a stuff. There you go, Mikey Wilds. makes the crowd go wild. Kimberly finally puts the ball in the bucket. Took a slam dunk to do it, but hey, 2 points is 2 points. 6.5 to go. Jump step. Into the paint, and that one is knocked away. Turnover on Neenah. It's their third of the game. Each team now with 3. After Kimberly, man, just try and get just a little bit of something going like that, and one. Counted on a foul for Carson Pendleton.
Well, Joey, maybe you called it the Wilds dunk. Maybe he got them going and sort of got the lid off the rims. They really have had a lot of good looks, but since that Wilds dunk now, they're might be on their own little bit of 5-0 run after being down by 18 after the timeout. So good response for the Papermakers after the Coach Murphy timeout.
Back to the line goes Carson Pendleton, the old-fashioned three-pointer, and he missed it. Rebound underneath, though, and the putback. Ends up being a 4-point play. Nathan Wilds with the score. And a 6-0 run here by the Makers. With it is Swanson, high on the left. Little juke move there. Into the corner. Looking for the cutters. Everybody moving around there for Neenah. It's Lee Rubis basketball. Defending state champions. Kimberly went there 2 years ago. And that one rims in and out, no good for Corso. 6-0 run for Kimberly. Still plenty of basketball to be played here. Nice spin move. A little bit too hard there for Wilds. Or Mikey Wilds. Should just start saying our first names. 1-on-1 there, backing it out is Swanson. Looking underneath, little reverse layup, that won't go. That was a nifty move. Couldn't complete it. Kimberly comes away with it. Nearing the 5-minute mark of half number 1. Glad you could be with us here on this Tuesday evening. First one of 2023, an unforced turnover there by Kimberly. Unofficially, I have them with 4 now in this first half. That's how you follow there for Swanson, but he picked up his dribble. Myron goes out to get him. And they're able to reset. Corso. Skip pass over to Schloman. He'll drive. Step back. Passes it up. This is Swanson. Now to Klesman. It's been a while since he scored. And that one rims in and out. No good. Yeah, remember he scored the first 12 points for Neenah in this one. Out front it goes to Wilds. Got it! Nathan Wilds, and it's a 9-0 run by the Makers. Nearing the 4-minute mark. And then a moving screen will be called. Think they're going to get Rajat? Yep. Gonna call it. Coy Rajat, his first and the third team foul on Neenah. So it's 28-19, a 9-0 run by Kimberly. Right at the 4-minute. Pendleton almost threw it away to Wilds. It's rolling out of bounds. Kept alive, though, by Osmond. And then a reach-around foul. They're going to call that one on Klesman. That is Cal's first and the 4th team foul. Klesman's, by the way, have all 3 kids playing tonight. Max is playing against Minnesota. Cal is here. Daughter Rowan back at Neenah playing for the Neenah girls team against Kimberly. So you got 3 Klesmans in action tonight on the basketball court somewhere. Let's go somewhere. You're going to find a Klesman playing. 3 ball rolls in and out. No good for Osmond. Again, had a good look at it.
I saw their moms tweeting about being a parent, and the one thing they haven't figured out is how to be in 3 spots at one time. Maybe the video stream will help a little bit.
There you go. 3:15 left to play.
Yeah, Max has done a great job for the Badgers.
Yeah, he really has. And a layup is good by Swanson. That breaks the 9-0 run by the Makers. And puts it back up to a double-digit lead at 30-19, 3 to go. Into the paint. Nifty move, and that won't go. For Pendleton, tapped around and a reset here for the Makers. With it is Osmond. He'll leave it there for Myron. Double teamed, had it knocked away. Looking for the cutter, wasn't open. Now they'll post him up on the left low post. Little baby hook will go. Michael Osmond. Osmond's first two of this game came in averaging 7.3. And Kimberly's back within single digits.
Yeah, right there. That's what exactly Kimberly needs to do with that size advantage. Has been able to get a nice little jump hook over Clay Smith.
6'7" and a senior, part of the state championship football team. Long three ball goes. Here's the answer by Brady Corso. That's his second from downtown. He's got 8 in the game. And the lead is a dozen again for Neenah.
Yeah, you can't leave him open. He's got a beautiful looking three-point shot.
And there's a steal, a takeaway by Schloman. It's a 2-on-1, and Klesmet, the easiest 2 points he'll have probably in his career. He just lays that one in. He's got 16 now. It's been a while since he scored. But Neenah extends the lead back up to 14. 35, 21, 90 seconds left to play in this first half. Oh, looking for the cutter. Myron was not looking. Pendleton overthrew him. And another turnover on the Makers.
Joey, Neenah's defense doing an excellent job on Seth Myron. Myron, the leading scorer for the Paper Makers, and he's headed out of the game very frustrated, still scoreless tonight. Jackson Schloman and earlier Elliott Swanson guarding Myron, both doing a great job so far on one of the better guards here in the FBA, and Seth Myron.
And we'll see what they do here, time winding down in the first half. Klesmet gets it in a little hand check foul called on Pendleton. It's Carson's first. And team foul number 5. They still had a couple to give here if they decide to do that. And checking in for the first time, 6'2" junior Sam Dudek. Minute 5 left to play. Up by 14. The Makers do here. Under a minute left to play now. They run over and you back off a little bit here. I think you're pretty content here. A little three-man weave out front now for Neenah. 40 seconds and counting. Screen out front. Corso is all over the place. So is Swanson. He'll drive in. Splitting defenders left and right. Falling to the floor and scoring. Elliott Swanson, his 4th. And it's a 16-point lead now for Neenah. 20 seconds left. Top is Wilds. Not Asman. 10 seconds left to play. There's a reach in and a steal taken away by Corso. Up ahead, scoring to Luke Young. That is how half number 1 comes to an end. It was a game of you score, you score, you score, I'll score, I'll score, I'll score. And we go to the half, and the score is Neenah 39 and Kimberly 21. Joey D and Gary Burlesky with you. How about some first half analysis here, Gary?
Well, obviously Neenah got off to a great start, had an 18-point lead, and then Kimberly made a nice 9-0 run, and you thought maybe they were going to get back into it down 11, but then sign of a great team. Neenah ended the first half on a nice run of their own, so a comfortable 18-point lead. Yeah, I think right now, obviously, Cal Clay Smith, great first half for the senior with 16 points. And as I said, Seth Myron scoreless for the Paper Makers, so I think Coach Murphy going to have to find a way to get Seth more involved offensively. And Neenah keep doing what they're doing offensively, because 39 points in the first half, not bad between led by Clay Smith and Brady Corso.
7 different Rockets players scored. 6 different players for Kimberly have scored, and we are at the half. High score 39-21. We'll take a break. Here's some from some of our sponsors. We'll come back. Have your halftime scoring rundown, and much, much more. We are at the half, 39-21. Neenah with the lead. It is your Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. Home values have really skyrocketed, and it would just make sense that now would be the time to take a look at your home equity. Having a home equity line in place will always be there for you in case of the rainy day, or you want to start up that business, or purchase that car that you never thought was going to come for sale. To be able to have that security blanket is really critical in someone's life cycle.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
A world of opportunities closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW-Oshkosh.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
And bringing it back here at the half, 39-21. Neenah with the lead on Kimberly. Want to thank all of our sponsors tonight. Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, UW Oshkosh, Goss Auto Body, and Central Temperature. And speaking of Goss Auto, they work towards making your life easy and stress-free. All your collision, bodywork, and towing needs, free walk-in estimates. Goss works with all insurance companies. They have a fleet of rental vehicles and ASE certified technicians. They service all makes and models, guaranteed expert color matching, written limited time warranty, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m., 5 p.m., online at gossautobody.com. Thank you so much to Goss for hopping on board here tonight. Let's bring back in my broadcast partner. And Gary, how about this score here at the half, man? An 18-point lead. Do you expect that?
No, actually, what we talked about in the pregame was I thought it'd be a much closer game like last year, but credit the Rockets. They came out, set the tone right away, especially Cal Claceman. I think the first 9 points of the game really got the Rockets going, and then Kimberly really struggled shooting the ball, Joey. And I thought the Mikey Wilds dunk got them going a little bit. They made a nice little run there, but Neenah answered. Kimberly's going to have to shoot the ball much better, especially from three-point shot. Had a lot of open looks. It's not even the drain any. And I think if you're Neenah, keep doing what you're doing. Between Claceman and Corso, you get a lot of open looks, and then they've been able to hit that three-point shot.
Entertaining band here at the half. I love high school bands. Let's go through your halftime scoring here. We mentioned Cal Klesman. He's got 16 points for Neenah. Also, 5 points for Jackson Schloman. 2 points for Sam Cotard. 2 points for Nolan Yuckman. 8 for Brady Corso. 4 for Elliott Swanson. And Luke Young with that lay-in right there at the buzzer. That's his only 2 points. And Kimberly led in scoring by Nathan Wilds. He had 7. As we're ready to begin the second half, as soon as we get the band, the band is on the field. They're waiting for the band. Very entertaining band.
There was, and I don't know if you heard the PA, 53 alumni came tonight to be part of the band with the high school kids, so they were really rocking it. I had the camera on them at the halftime, so between the pregame and halftime show, congratulations to all those alumni who came back and put on an outstanding show for the pep band. Is now there, as you can see, if we pan over a little bit to the left, it was a large section, as I mentioned. 53 alumni from all different classes came and got their instruments once again and did an outstanding job. It was a great thing to see.
That is tremendous. And they're playing some very entertaining stuff at halftime, too, with the old hee-haw song. You met another and you was gone. That one always makes me laugh. All right, it's Rockets ball up 39-21 to start half number 2, trying to stay undefeated in the Fox Valley Association at 5-0 and really start to get in the driver's seat as far as Fox Valley Association. Trying to get back to state. Defending Division I state champions, Neenah Rockets. Lost a lot of players, but hey, they got this guy right here, Jackson Schloman. First 2 points of the second half. And the lead is 20 now for Neenah. That was a nifty move. And again, don't have the official field goal percentage, but they're getting the shots. They're just not going here for Kimberly. So second possession of the second half for the Rockets. They'll dump it out. Here's a long three by Corso. Off the right side of the window. Run down there by Stotts, and he will dump it out for a 3 ball. That is good. Thomas Myers. He's got 5. Came in averaging about 10 points a game. He's right at halfway to that. 41-24. 90 seconds into half number 2. Corso passing up the 3. So did Swanson. Now he's got it in between rings, up by the big red K. Kimberly High School. All kinds of, the halls are just full of awards here at Kimberly High School. And there's a tripping foul. That goes on Asman. That is his first. And he first on either team in this second half. Yeah, just walking up and down the halls here, Gary. My goodness, just the awards and the banners that are up here. It's crazy.
It is incredible once you see what they do in the hallways and all the all college students and professional athletes from Kimberly.
Yep. And Corso lays it in. That's his 10th, and a timeout is called by Neenah as they take a 43-24 lead. And this gives you a chance for us to talk about staying warm this winter. Contact Better Home Heating and Air Conditioning, your trained comfort specialist in the Fox Valley today. Any kind of maintenance or emergency service. And call now. Better products, better people, better home heating and air conditioning. Call today. After the short timeout, it will be Kimberly basketball. I wonder what they're talking over there. A quick timeout there by Neenah.
Well, they can probably set up the defense and just, again, you got a lot of timeouts to use. Give them a little bit of break. Let's get a good start now. Set up defensively.
2 minutes into the second half. Starts out to Wilds, and he has it poked away. Neenah had some numbers there, 3-on-2. They didn't see the trailer. Turnover number 7 unofficially that I have for Kimberly. Here's Cothart. The corner, now they'll swing it over to Schloman, almost lost control right in front of the Neenah bench. Now he'll back it out. Yeah, you don't want to get caught in that corner there. That can play as a second and third man. Nice move by Swanson. Oh, man, no look pass. Finding the cutting Corso coming right down the lane. And Neenah scores again.
What beautiful offense by the Rockets there. Great cut by Corso, and then a beautiful assist. That's the way you draw it up when you're running offense.
And that's how you answer. In the left corner, Brady Corso. That's his third three-pointer of the night. He's got 15 overall. That's right at his season average already for Corso. Checked it. That was wild. Sorry. That's a three-pointer by Schloman. He's writing on the wrong side of my paper here, so I apologize for that. That's a little bit too hard. Skyen for the rebound, though, was Asman, and he'll put it in. Michael Asman scores his first of this half. And it's now 49-28 as soon as we update our scoreboard here. Technology, gotta love it. And a reach around foul. Oh, go on, Cothart. His first, and the team's first here in the second half. 48-29. There we go. I think we got it right. About 4 minutes into half number 2. Still, I got this funny feeling. This one's a long way from being over still. But Kimberly's got to make some kind of run pretty soon. Nice move. That's how you start the run, but he can't get it to go. Mikey Wilds showing his athletic ability there. 6'2" and only a sophomore. And Kimberly forces the turnover. And they turn defense into offense. Jack Stotts with his 4th point. And it's 48-31. Nice defense down low. Diving after it was Nathan Wilds. And so it stays 48-31, 13:25 remaining in regulation. And neither team with too many turnovers in this one. Always like to see that. And there's Corso. Skip pass over to Klesmet. He has yet to score in this half. 16 on the game. Had their first 12, I believe. He won't stay quiet too long. You know he won't. Here he has it. Right on cue. In there. I told you. Cal Klesmet from beyond the arc. His third three-pointer of the game. He's got 19. The lead back up to 20. See, that was the old reverse broadcast jinx there.
Yeah, Kimberly tried to switch up with a zone defense, and Klesmet hit the 3 and now gets the rebound after a papermaker miss.
Left hand pass. Underneath, splitting the defenders, Nolan Yuckman. He's got 4. And a little bit of a run here by Neenah once again. They went on several of them in that first half. I believe this equals the largest lead of the game for them at 22. And an offensive foul is going to be called. Good positioning by Schloman. Nathan Wilds ran right over him. His second and the team's second here in the second. And you get the ball back to Neenah.
Yeah, I think what Wilds got in trouble there was just putting that left shoulder down a little bit and driving it into the chest of the Rocket defender.
We've seen that a couple of times from both teams here this evening. 6 minutes into the second half. Big FVA game here tonight. A lot of attention on this one. Schloman has it. Nifty ball handling, and he handled it too much. Turning it over, put his palm underneath it, but again, that was caused by the defense from Mikey Wilds.
As I mentioned earlier, Kimberly going back to that 1-3-1, somewhat of a trap and able to get a turnover there. Now they just got to convert offensively and try to cut into this big Rocket lead.
Here they come. Thomas Myers, left baseline, lays it in. Myers has 7. Brings them back within 20. Neenah coming in averaging 69 points a game. Kimberly at 57 points a game. In the first portion of the season. There's the kick out to Klesman. He knew he missed it right away, tried to follow it, and instead the rebound comes down to his teammate. Schloman was right there. On the inside, we got 2 people diving after it. They're coming up with it. They're the makers. 11 to go. Getting down to crucial situation here where Stotts better score here. Nope. Loose ball bounces right into the hands of Schloman. Can't have too many more empty possessions for the makers. And falling out of bounds was Yuckman. Klesman overthrew him. So they have equaled their turnover number as they had in the first half. They're up to 6 now. Unofficially. 10.5 to go. We know Kimberly can attack quickly. It's Cutter down low. Here's Pendleton. Low right post, got it. Carson Pendleton. He's got 6. 53-35. Got to have a few more of those if you're the makers. Into that zone defense, a 2-1-2. Little trap zone. Nice, that's how you break it. That's exactly how you do it. Drawn up and executed perfectly. Nolan Yuckman scores. Man, what a rocket there on the entry pass. Pun intended. Steal and a breakaway and a lay-in. Brady Corso. He's got 14. And just like that, the lead is back up to 22. Right when Kimberly thought they were starting to get something rolling there. Approaching a halfway mark of half number 2. Nice move on the inside. Falling down was Myron. Ran right into Swanson. In the corner. Oh, man, speaking of wide open. Cal probably didn't believe he was that open. They missed it. On a baseline, Pendleton is pushed. See if they will give him the continuation or not. That will go on Swanson, his first. Second one on the team. Carson Pendleton, who has shot the only 2 free throws so far, or 3 free throws, I should say, of the game for Kimberly, and he's now just 2 for 4. Yeah, they only had those 3 free throws in the first half. Overall, Kimberly a 65% free throw shooting team. And Pendleton makes the second one. He's got 7 overall. 57 to 36. 8:45 remaining. Schloman looking for somebody. One dribble. Swanson the entry pass. Inside it goes to Klesman. And he scores using his body. He's up to his season average of 21 points for Cal. Had 22 in the win over Hortonville. And he answered. Seth Myron. Bingo for Seth. His first 3 points of the game. He came in averaging about 18 overall. Has not been able to get things going here tonight until right there. Brings him back within 20. Klesman will pull it out. He was checked there by Mikey Wilds. He's looking for it. He got it. Left-hander won't go. A little bit too hard. On the rebound, put back in, missing it was Luke Young. And that is going to go on Bryson Veith. That is his first. Team foul number 3. And so Young will head to the line. Misses the front end. Luke Young just moved up to varsity full-time. His brother Sam going to be playing in the FCS championship game on Saturday for North Dakota State. Luke misses both of them. Stays 59-39. And a timeout is called. So it gives us a chance once again to talk about our friends at Goss Auto Body. Find that little information here for you from Goss Auto Body. They work towards making your life easy and stress-free. All your collision, bodywork, and towing needs. Free walk-in estimates. Goss works with all insurance companies. They have a fleet of rental vehicles and ASE-certified technicians. They service all makes and models. Guaranteed expert color matching. Written limited time offer warranty. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Online at gossautobody.com. Back to action here in Kimberly. 20-point lead for Neenah. Some other games going on. Appleton East and Oshkosh West going at it. Appleton West and Hortonville. Fond du Lac, Appleton North. Kaukauna, Oshkosh North. As FEA action really kicks into gear now as we've started the month of January. Makers ball after the timeout. We're going to get something going here. Time winding down, though. 7:20. Look at that heavy defense out there by Young. All over him. Getting the screen out front was Myron. Looking to score again, and he is fouled from behind before the shot. Trying to get which Neenah player it was. And they're going to get Schloman. That's his first and number 3 on Neenah here in the second half. Here's Myron. The catch and shoot. Misses the 3. Nice save by Veith. Second chance here by Kimberly. How did he save that one? Oh, man. Keeps Kimberly alive on this possession. Mikey Wild sounded there by Charlie Wunderlich, who takes it away now. He forces a turnover. 3-on-2 for Neenah. It's batted away. And they're going to say last touch by the Rockets. I guess Young might have got a fingertip on it. And so back into the game will come Jack Stotts. Taking a seat for Neenah is Cal Klesman. Got to wonder if that might be it for Cal tonight, maybe.
Yeah, he's been, I think, Coach Roberts the last couple of dozens here, bringing in some extra bench players. So, yeah, we'll see. I think if they can keep that. Kimberly doesn't make a run, that might be the night for Cal on a outstanding night after the 21 points you just mentioned, Joey. So,
yeah.
Right at a season average.
There's a step back 3. Rims in and out, no good for Seth Myron. Ah, man, he can't get anything going. His whole team can't tonight. Young can, though. Luke Young. He's got 4. Getting just brought up from JV team. Only a sophomore. Get some pretty good playing time here tonight. 22-point lead. Here's Myron on the cutter. No. And a rebound foul. Wilds will shoot a couple.
Yeah, Young's been very impressive, Joey, as you mentioned. It's only a sophomore just called up. He might be a nice addition. Nice size. Obviously plays very hard both offensively and defensively.
And the first one is made, and finally somebody other than Carson Pendleton is taking a free throw. As Nathan Wilds hits the first one. That's only his 3rd free throw attempt of the season. He has made 2 of those 3 now. And 2 of the 4. Rebound underneath to Veith. He'll put it in and 1. Nice job crashing the boards by Bryson and drawing the foul. It was on Schloman, his 2nd. Team foul number 4. And Myers will come back in. Kimberly. And so it will be Bryson Veith to get the old-fashioned 3-point play. The latest Kimberly player to score. It's 61-43. Underneath, nice pump fake. Getting the defender up off of the floor. And scoring was Corso. And a timeout is called. So we'll take a quick one as well. This is the Fox Communities Credit Union Video Stream Game of the Week.
To some, your dad, or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways. But just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
Back here in Kimberly, the final 5.5 minutes of this one. After the timeout, the long 3-pointer is off the mark by Mikey Wilds. Again, a nice save. That was Myron falling out of bounds. Wilds able to reset. Seen that a couple of times now from Kimberly. Here's Veith on the left-hand drive, off the window in. Bryson Veith has 5 straight points. Right at the 5-minute mark of the second half. Brings them back within 18. We'll see when both teams will go deeper into the bench. Both teams have plenty of players that could play and that have played all season. Still looking to attack, though. Here's Corso. Klesman sat down with about 6.5 to go. But he got his 21 points tonight. Little skip pass over to Coulthard. He'll drive right baseline. He is hammered. No, he ran right over the defender. Charge is called on Coulthard. Good positioning by Jack Stocks. That is his 2nd and the team's 5th. And Schloman will sit down. 10 points for Jackson tonight, above his 7-point average. 63-45. 4:15 left to play. Wide open is Myron. He drains that 3. He'll hit that every single time. His 2nd one from beyond the arc. 63-48. Klesman's back in. And tried to bounce pass it to the cutter. And it rolls off of the foot of Yuckman. Surprised to see Cal back in there.
Well, 15-point game, and I think Coach Roberts doesn't want to be any closer, so I think he's probably just being a little conservative, but, again, you don't want to give that big run, and all of a sudden,
there's Myron again. Third three-pointer for him. This is as close as they've been in a while. Lead is a dozen for Neenah. Both teams, a lot of games to be played here in the month, just in the month of January. Get to their schedules as time winds down. There's Swanson. He'll reset things out to Corso. Approaching the 3-minute mark. Over to Coulter. Back to Swanson. Out of Klesmet. He's looking to make something happen, and he almost did. He fell down. After being pushed by Wilds. It's Mikey Wilds. Team foul number 4, but because it was only Wild shot there, it'll be Klesmet who has shot the, nope, Young did shoot a pair, didn't he? He's 2 for 3 tonight, and make it 3 for 4. As he hits the first one in the UW Green Bay product. 22 points. And I'd imagine a whole lot of assists and rebounds tonight, too. Leads the team with 19 steals, and he misses his second one. 64, 51, 2:45 remaining. Myron with those 3 threes in a row. Follow-away off the iron, no good for Wilds. Strong rebound by Yuckman. And a foul is called on Veith. That'll be his second and team foul number 5, so still no free throws. Triple twos on the board as far as the time goes. And a 13-point advantage. In the last several times that teams have played, it's come down to the last possession. Kimberly's going to have to do that a few more times if it's going to be it again. Guess what, Myron? He's got 11 now, and the heavy defense forces a turnover. Look out, here come the makers. And a timeout is called, so we will take one as well. This one's getting interesting with 2:08 left to play. Back after this.
A world of opportunities closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW Oshkosh.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
All right, here we go. Down the stretch we come. 2:08 remaining. Kimberly making things interesting here, forcing some turnovers, getting the quick shots. Kind of wonder where this was earlier in the game. Myron with the spark out to Veith. Front iron a little bit too soft, and a foul on the rebound. They're going to get Swanson. That is team foul number 7. And so Seth will step up. A 63% free throw shooter. Misses the first one. It was just a 1-and-1. Was not on the shot. And with 1:45 left to play, Neenah can play pitch and catch if they want. Not exactly a team that likes to do that, but as I say that, Swanson attacks and scores. Elliott Swanson right to the rack. And we can go ahead, I think, and put a spork in this one. Long three way off the mark. Klesman's got the board. And whistle. The referee's conferring. They're going to say it went off of Klesman. Turnover on Neenah. Unofficially, I got him with 9 in this half. Kimberly doing a lot better job of forcing those here in the second 18 minutes. Spin move, and it's knocked away. It is still loose. And off of the foot of Heath. And now they're going to change the call. They're going to say Sloman touched it last. They were both up in the air. I don't know. For one, I'm giving it to the guy who's closest, and that will be the referee there. Because I saw it both ways. I think they both touched it. Oh, wow! You don't see that too often. It was tapped up in the air by Corso, and catching it was Myers. Problem is, he was still out of bounds. He was trying to inbound it, didn't get it up over the head of Corso, and he caught it. Klesman falls down, a lot of contact, and finally a whistle. Somebody had to have fouled him there. And they are going to get Mikey Wilds his third. Only team foul 6, though, so no free throws yet. 1:05 left to play. I think still real physical. It's almost like it's like a 2-point game.
Feels more like a football game here.
Yeah.
This last couple minutes.
Right at a minute left to play. Nifty move by Klesman. He is double, now triple teamed. Somehow Corso comes up with it. He still has it. Now they're just playing keep away. Try and seal the deal in this one. Swanson on the move. And he will move to the line. That foul will go on Stotts. That's his third, team foul number 7. And into the game, Isaac Deckent, 5'10" and a senior. So Swanson, right at his season average of 6, will have the 1-and-1. And first one bounces in. So he's got 7. He had 9 points in their win over Hortonville. And a second one flies and goes through. Sweet shot for Elliott Swanson. Add 2 on the board there for Neenah. And he will sit down for the last time in this one. 38.7 seconds left and a 15-point advantage. For the Rockets, they're going to move to 7-3 in their first 10 games. Had a pretty tough schedule to start, though, for the defending champions. So layup is missed by Stotts. And running it down is Schloman. And Klesman has to get it across midcourt, and he does. And the Neenah faithful come to their feet. That is going to do it. A little smile there from Klesman. So goes over to guard him. Deckett went over and patting him on the back now, and that will do it for this one. Your final score, Neenah 68 and Kimberly 53. Joey D and Gary Bileski back with you here. Well, how about some final thoughts on this one here?
A nice win for the Rockets, remain undefeated in the FA, but also I think give credit to Kimberly. They easily could have folded this in. It wasn't looking good. I think they got it within 9 points, and then Coach Robbins called a timeout, had a few choice words, and after that the Rockets able to take control and get another hard-earned victory. You know, it was not as exciting as we saw last year, Joey D, with the 3 one-possession games, all won on the last-second shot by the Rockets. So a little more breathing room this year for Neenah. But I think, again, with Kimberly, just inability to hit open shots cost them tonight. And then, like I said earlier, Cal Klesmet really got him going right away. He ended up with a game-high 22 points. Brady Corso, both those lefties, you leave them open, they'll hurt you from a three, but also have a great ability to drive. And we saw some beautiful assists from Corso and Klesmet. And then I thought defense with Schloman, I thought Schloman did an excellent job defensively, along with number 24, Elliott Swanson on Seth Myron. Myron got it going, had a couple of three-pointers back-to-back that made it interesting. So nice win for Neenah as they remain undefeated in the FVA.
Yes, indeed. They go to 7-3 overall, 5-0 in the Fox Valley Association. Kimberly drops to 4-4. They're now 2-3 in conference play as we really get things kicked into gear. We'll tell you about who they are playing after we tell you about our sponsors here. Goss Auto Body, they work towards making your life easy and stress-free. All your collision, body work, and towing needs, free walk-in estimates. Goss works with all kinds of insurance. They've got a fleet of rental vehicles, ASE certified technicians. They service all makes and models, guaranteed expert color matching, written limited lifetime warranties. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5. Head online, gossautobody.com. Also hopping on board Better Home Heating and Cooling here tonight. I want to thank them. Check them out online. Better people, better home heating and air conditioning. Call today. And, of course, there are other ones as well. But Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, and sponsors of the scoreboard and our pregame coaches interviews, UW Oshkosh. All right, up next here for Neenah. Those are the last 10 there for Neenah. Next 10 here for Neenah. They will be hosting Oshkosh North and Kaukauna before playing 4 out of 5 on the road once again. For Kimberly, their next, that was their first 10. There we go. We'll get this right somehow. Yeah, well, we could tell you about it, though. The next up for Kimberly, they have 3 straight road games, at Appleton West, at Appleton East, and at Appleton North. And that is all coming within a span of about a week here. So lots of January basketball. We are in full gear here in Northeast Wisconsin, especially in the Fox Valley Association. All right, that's going to do it here. For my broadcast partner, Gary Bileski, all of our sponsors, I am Joey D, bidding you farewell from Kimberly High School, where Neenah wins it by a score of 68-53. This has been a presentation of Woodward Communications.